What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. I debated doing this video. And then I just decided, you know what, let me just put it out there. So, a couple weeks ago, Snoopy Badass did a podcast. I don't know what the podcast is, or else I would shout it out. But in that podcast, he said, in that episode, that blacks are scared of Mexicans. Snoopy is not the first black man to say that, and I both times that I've seen it, I've made videos saying, if dudes are out there in that street, if dudes are out there in them hoods and them barrios, they ain't afraid of nobody. For what? They made a choice to participate in a violent life. I don't believe anybody's afraid of anybody. Especially blanket statements like that. All blacks, he said, right? But then after he said that, he got a backlash. And now he's coming off with a completely different thing. But I want to say this. I don't know Snoopy Badass. I know a lot of people talk a lot of stuff about him. I don't know him. I'm not going to be talking bad about him, but I am going to say some things. First of all, he said that Mexicans were saying that he wants to be a black Southsider. Well, let me tell you something, Snoopy. If you see a profile picture and a name in the comments, and the guy's name is Emilio Luna, and in the picture he's Mexican, that might be Jamal. That might be Jamal behind that picture and that name. You know, that might be Trevor. And you bit. You saw a name, you saw a picture, and you assumed that's really who that person is. You forgetting that social media, people, they create, I mean, just look at some of these content creators. They create a whole new persona. Nothing like who they really are. So, you bit, and the trolls got you to now come back out and say, not only are the Mexicans, blacks scared of Mexicans, but now Mexicans are all scared of blacks. And the only reason why they act crazy is because they have face tattoos and they have the numbers. Well, let me say this. I'll be 52 years old next month, right? And I grew up in a time where when I was in jail, put it like this. Paso Robles, California Youth Authority. There would probably be 15 Mexicans on a dorm. 75-man dorm. Keep in mind, 75-man dorm. There would be about maybe 15 Mexicans. 2. I'm going to be generous and say 4 white dudes. Every now and then there'll be an Asian. So that's 20 people. Right? That's around 20 people that aren't black that were in the dorms. Guess what the other over 50 were? Blacks. There was nobody ducking fades. There was still riots. You hit them level 4 180 yards. You might have about 150 Southerners. If there were Northerners on the yard, they max out around 30. Say about 60 whites. About, let's just say 30 others, 30 natives on 1,000-man yard. About 600 or 700 blacks. Nobody afraid of nobody. So I never grew up in an era where Mexicans outnumber blacks. I'm also of the era where we don't put face tattoos. I remember when I was getting this tattoo. There's a homie from Santa Paula was putting it on me. Older homie. He didn't even want to put it. And it's my daughter's name. He didn't want to put it. He said, I don't like doing nothing from the neck up, homie. It's bad enough you got life. You already broke your mom's heart. Now you start tattooing your neck and all that stuff. Back then, you'd get that advice. Nowadays, people will talk you into putting some ugly ass shit on your face because it looks funny. And for people to say to Snoopy that he wanted to be a black Southsider, I'm not talking shit. People say he was a Crip at one point. People say then he became a Blood. So shoot, if he wanted to claim a Barrio, what would have stopped him? I don't know what he was in his past. I know he's a Blood or a Pyru. But he bit, man. He bit. So now now everybody's afraid of everybody. You said what you said the first time, and if you meant it, if you believed it, which I don't understand how you, but that's your thing. But if you believed it, how did the trolls get you to double back and then make everybody afraid of everybody? Then nobody should be banging. We should have peace. The two communities should be like never beefing with each other. I don't know, man. I think people need to stop saying who's scared of who. My opinion. People need to stop saying who's scared of who and instead come up with something motivational, something inspiring. Talk about how you came from nothing and you've been able to make a way and you take care of your family. That's real gangster shit right there. All the hood stuff, it's old, man. It's over 100 years old already. I always say it, man. There's barrios in LA that are over 100 years old. There's barrios in San Diego over 100 years old. There's barrios, just old ass barrios. There's hoods that are 50 years old. 60 years old maybe. And nothing, there ain't no success stories coming out of that. Not as far as staying a gangster and nah, it's death or incarceration. There are some success stories, people coming out of them hoods and barrios that didn't claim them hoods and barrios. If you ever really think about it, that's the common denominator. People growing up in the grimiest neighborhoods and becoming successful in life, becoming millionaires. They didn't bang. They were smart enough to see what dummies like me were doing and say, nah, I don't want no part of that. Women are too motherfucking beautiful. This air is too fucking fresh. The beach is so beautiful. I don't want to go hang around with a bunch of angry men for the rest of my life in a concrete tomb. I wish I would have been that smart. I wish I would have had balls like that. To say, man, I don't need to be from the barrio. I don't need to be from a hood. I need to keep my ass out here, get my shit together, and get my money. That's what we need to be teaching the youth nowadays. If you have a loved one behind the walls and you want to help that person, the best way you can help them is to become a better person. Stay out here. Look out for them how you can. Because once you start banging, you ain't helping them. You're on your way to go visit them for the rest of your life. So hopefully we stop hearing all this. This group is scared of that group. Now, you know what? I take it back. That group is really afraid of that. Man, who cares? Who cares? It's a waste of time. Let's get that money, man. That's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. I'm out of here.